Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everybody. Going to be some rough weather if you're going to be traveling around, especially this morning across the Cowboy State. Start by taking a look at our watches, warnings, and advisories. Again, much of the state covered with some kind of an advisory. The purple is going to be the advisor. It's most of the area. In our area, the only place under a warning is out here in Jackson, mainly from stuff that happened yesterday. But if you're traveling, especially going down toward Salt Lake City, you can see winter storm warnings, Evanston, they're down toward the Salt Lake City area. Biggest concern, I think, though, is going to be over here across portions of northeastern Wyoming, Gillette, out towards Sundance, especially to Rapid City. These are blizzard warnings out in here. So travel can be very difficult, not impossible, especially if you go through the day into the afternoon across those areas as the low gets wound up. As far as any snowfall around the areas, additional snowfall, again, this isn't going to be the big story. Not a ton of snowfall, generally 2 to about 6 inches across the lower elevations, a little bit more in the mountains. Now, one thing I will say about the snowfall, this could be a situation where maybe 60%, 70% of that snow falls in maybe a 3 to 4 hour time period. So it could snow very hard for a couple hours, then you just have light snow the rest of the day. But snow, not the big deal. Big deal is going to be the wind blowing that snow around. Temperatures will be in the teens too much of this. It means a very dry, powdery snow. It's going to blow around a lot. Maybe take a look at some of the wind gusts here. 27 again, the hard hit areas with the north flow again. Northern Bighorn Basin, even though there's not a lot of snow here, a lot of blowing and drifting. Johnson County, I think, especially to be hard hit in our area. Wind gusts maybe 50, 55 miles an hour, especially later this afternoon into this evening. And around Casper, about 50 miles an hour. And the harder areas, again, east of 990, Gillette, Sundance, out to Rapid City, some gusts to 60 here. It could be a full-blown blizzard out here. Even across Sweetwater County, not a lot of snow down here, but those gusty winds could blow and drift the snow. And as we all know, I-80 can get treacherous if you have a little bit of ice on it. As far as any impacts can travel, making travel difficult in many areas. All the interstates, 80, 25, as well as 90. See snow develop this morning, continue through the afternoon. Though will taper off late. Again, blowing and drifting snow, the big problem, especially the further north and east you go. As far as snowfall amounts, again, 2 to 6 inches across most of the lower elevations, a little bit more up in the mountains. And western mountains, an additional 1 to 3 in the valleys, maybe a little bit more as you head up into the higher elevations. And wind visibility, this will be the big impact. The winds will increase through the day as that storm tightens up. Winds increasing, again, peaking probably this afternoon into this evening. Strongest winds again anywhere from, say, about Cody over toward Graybull, Powell, over toward Buffalo, and then heading east on I-90 out toward Gillette as well as out toward Rapid City. With visibility could be sharply reduced at times, maybe down to near zero, some of those stronger wind gusts and heavy snow. So use a lot of caution if you have to travel today. As far as that time of the worst impacts, again, out west, things will improve through the day. They'll be rough this morning, but improving this afternoon. Northern Wyoming mainly through the day, improving this evening. That's mainly across the Bighorn Basin. Anywhere from DuBois, say, down toward the Casper area. Through about mid-afternoon, things should improve there. I-80, again, through mid-afternoon, improving from west to east. But the reason this is in red, this is going to be the big problem. I-25, and especially I-90, snow developing during the morning hours. And even as the snow tapers off this evening, the winds are still going to be very strong, probably till about 1 or 2 in the morning before they let up. So travel could be very difficult here, if not impossible at times. As far as any resources, again, if you want forecasts, weather.gov/RIW for our area, weather.gov will give you a forecast for just about anywhere in the country. Road conditions, again, you grab the internet, ylroad.info. On the phone, 511. If you're out of state, 188-YLRoad-info. And as far as webcams, there's our web address here. If you go to our homepage, you go under local applications, it'll be right under there. Happy holidays, everybody, and be safe out there.